Now, back to the issues around employment. If you think about it, manufacturing is a critically embedded industry. Not only does it serve the other sectors of economies, providing the products to the service side that they can do services around, buying services from the service side of the economy, likewise from the mining, supplying equipment to mining and buying raw materials from mining, and likewise to agriculture, supplying equipment to agriculture and buying raw materials for food industry, so to the manufacturing side. So they are embedded in such. That means, of course, that they also have effects on jobs in other sectors. And when we structure the economy and look at it, we can see, depending on the structure, that one manufacturing job has implications in terms of between 2 and 5 jobs in other sectors. In other words, if you grow one extra manufacturing job, you will have another 2 to 5 job opportunities. And likewise, if you reduce one manufacturing job, you will lose 2 to 5 other jobs. Now let's put this in perspective for a minute in a very simplistic way. At the moment, the mining sector in Australia, which is a fantastically good sector and is doing very, very well, they have about the same contribution to the Australian economy in financial terms as manufacturing, approximately. They make up both around 10% of the economy. These 10% in the mining industry employs around 200,000 people, because mining is capital intensive rather than labor intensive. That means, of course, that each labor is highly productive in financial terms. The manufacturing sector employs, for the same amount of economy, 1 million people. So there is a difference of 800,000 people there. Now, that means that from a financial standpoint, let's make this experiment. What we will do is we will close down manufacturing tomorrow, and then we will double mining. So economically, we have the same situation. But what we have is a very interesting effect on the employment. So we now have doubled mining from 200,000 employees to 400,000 employees, whereas we've reduced 1 million employees in manufacturing. So we already now have directly 600,000 people unemployed. That's the direct effect. Mining contributes less than 1 job to the rest of the economy for every job in mining. But let's be positive and say it contributes 1 job for every job. That means that these 200,000 mining jobs now generates another, these 400,000 mining jobs now generate another 400,000 jobs. So we have 800,000 people gainfully employed relating to our new economy. But what we have lost is that million who generates between 2 and 5 other jobs. So let's be conservative and say it 2. So we have lost another 2 million jobs. So that means we have totally lost 3 million jobs, directly and indirectly. But what we have gained is a total of 800,000 jobs. That means a net loss of 2.2 million people unemployed. So what it means is that we can shift the structure of the economy. That's economically not a problem. But we have to accept that there are very large social consequences of this. Social cohesion will be lost. And one of the key things we can say, and there's a famous academic at Harvard who's looked into this and said that manufacturing actually one of the fundamental characteristics and one of the fundamentals underpinning for a modern democracy. Because without manufacturing, we lose social cohesion. And without social cohesion, we cannot have a democracy. We will have riots on the streets.